Hello, Aquarius, and welcome to your January 2025 reading. Since this is a brand new month of a brand new year, I have something extra special for you today. Not only are we going to look at your reading for the month ahead, but we are also going to look at a bonus card for every single month of the new year. Before we do that, though, I'd like to start with a little bit of energy cleansing, grounding, and protecting with Palo Santo. I want you to remember that you don't have to be here in the presence of the smoke, of the smudge, of the smell of the Palo Santo in order for your energy to be cleansed, grounded, and protected, but that in fact, the spirit of Palo Santo is going to do that for you. So thank you, thank you, thank you, Palo Santo, for cleansing all of our energy, all of these cards for our reading ahead. Aquarius, we are going to get started today with a card from the Intuitive Life Coaching Oracle deck. This is by Kelly Smith. This is my favorite Oracle deck. If you've been here before, you've definitely seen me use this Oracle deck before. If you join me in the extended reading afterwards, we're also going to look at 3 additional decks. The Animal Spirit deck, I'll pull a card for you for January, as well as one for the entire year ahead. The Romance Oracle deck, which again, I'll do one for January and one for the year ahead. And finally, the Gods and Goddesses Oracle deck, and we'll do the same, one for the year ahead as well as one for the month ahead. And in addition to the bonus cards that you're going to get, we're also going to dig a little bit deeper into the January reading in that extended. So you can find the link to join the extended reading down below in the comments. And you'll also be joining the Sacred Self-Empowered Community membership when you go join the extended, which means that we're going to meet together on Zoom at least 3 times a month, every single month. But to get started with your January reading, let's see for the Aquarius Collective, what is the starting energy for the month ahead for January? What is the primary energy to start the month of January off with? Okay, we're getting rejoicing. So Aquarius, this is the card of celebration. You have learned to make the most out of your life, okay? So January for a lot of us can be a time where we're reflecting back on everything that we've accomplished over the past year. I think this is definitely going to be the case for you when you look back and you see how far you've come since the beginning of 2024, now to the beginning of 2025. This is a card for celebration. So make sure that you do celebrate, because when we celebrate how far we've come, we attract more to celebrate into our lives. So you may have experienced a lot of healing, a lot of personal growth. You've reached some of your goals. Again, celebrate those goals that you have accomplished so that you can attract more of them into your life. And what else does Aquarius need to know about the month ahead? What else does Aquarius need to know about January? We're getting spiritual growth. So if there's any challenges ahead for the month for January, any challenges, you are already recognizing that inside of these challenges are lessons that are required for your spiritual growth. So it's like you're at this beautiful space where you understand that this isn't happening to you, it's happening for you. And that's a beautiful space to be, because then we can actually learn the lessons. If we don't learn the lessons that the universe sends to us for spiritual growth, then the universe will just keep sending us the same lesson over and over and over and over and over again. So again, I think this is a really beautiful space for you to be. And is there another message for the Aquarius Collective to help them navigate the month of January ahead? What is the final message for the month of January for the Aquarius Collective here, please, spirits? Hey, I'm getting entrepreneur. I'm a little bit biased because I currently work primarily as a life and business mentor. So yeah, I like what I see this card. This card tells me that there are many of you who are in the Aquarius, whether you're reading for your sun, your moon, your rising, or anywhere else in your chart, you're ready to step into your role as an entrepreneur. Now, again, I'm a little bit biased, but I truly believe that when we show up in service using our own natural gifts, using what we're naturally good at, what comes easily to us, the universe sends us our soulmate clients. And I've had this experience because I've built 3 coaching businesses myself. I help my husband with his business where he makes these beautiful metal signs that you see here before me, or behind me rather. And working as a spiritual life and business mentor, I've also helped a number of my own soulmate clients grow their own and sometimes even scale their own coaching businesses. And seeing them show up in service helping others with what they are naturally good at, they are thriving. So, what is it that you are naturally good at? Maybe you've already been thinking about this. Maybe you have a side hustle and you're ready to go full time. Maybe you've been thinking about starting something. This card says be on the lookout for exciting business opportunities to unfold. Okay, Aquarius, there is something coming your way in January. Now, I want to say before I get into the 12-month reading, if you are watching this video before January the 6th, I am actually going to be doing an in-person, or not an in-person, an online event through Zoom on January the 6th. It is going to be a 12-month oracle reading. So this card reading that I'm doing for you today, it is a general reading for wherever you may resonate with Aquarius inside of your chart. But at the January 6th event, we're going to be going a little bit deeper, and we're going to be looking at you specifically. Where are these cards falling for you in the 12 months of 2025? And if you're watching this video after January the 6th, then we can also do a one-on-one session, either a 30-minute session or a 60-minute session, where we look at the 12 months ahead for you specifically. Now, you can find the link for all of those options down below in the comments, but let's get started here on the primary energy, the primary theme, and the primary message for all 12 months of the year. Starting, of course, with January, we've already got a little bit of insight here as to what January is going to look like for the Aquarius Collective, but let's see what is the primary theme. Oh, that just wanted to fall all the way across the room. Okay, for January, Aquarius, you're getting inner child. So there's definitely wounds that come from your childhood that are really calling for your attention in the month of January. And January is a beautiful month to continue to do this deep work. The days are still short, the nights are still long, at least here in the Northern Hemisphere. We're still in winter, where it is a time to go within, and a beautiful time for you to explore your emotional wounds. I'm doing a lot of this myself. I'm working on some abandonment wounds and how they show up for me in other stages of my life. And this is a beautiful opportunity for you to do the same. Inner child work also has a lot to do with reparenting ourselves. So making sure that we have everything that we would make sure a child in our life has. For those of us who are parents, this can be easy for us to resonate with. If you're not a parent and you have young people in your life, just think about the things that you would do if you were taking care of them for a couple days, okay? You're going to make sure that the children in your life have enough water. You're going to make sure they get enough sunshine. You're going to make sure that they get enough fruits and vegetables. You're going to make sure that they get enough time outside, enough socialization. You're going to make sure they read, that they get enough exercise, activities, stuff like that. You're going to make sure that they don't get too much of certain things too. You're going to make sure that they don't get too much junk food, that they don't get too much screen time, that they don't get too much socialization, so that they're not overstimulated. How can you do the same thing for yourself? So this is about reparenting yourself, being for yourself what you once needed. For the month of February, please show me, Spirit, what is the primary theme, the primary message, the primary energy for the Aquarius Collective, please? February, I'm getting healing with nature. Now, this card is coming in reversed. When a card comes in reverse, that's a great big exclamation mark. It's like Spirit saying, pay extra attention to me. Now, I know when we're talking about February, it can still be quite cold for those of us in the Northern Hemisphere where it's winter, and you might not want to go outside as much as you do in the spring, the summer, and the fall, but you're getting the healing with nature card because your soul is yearning to be outside in nature, around the healing waters, around the flowers, around the trees. You know, get outside as much and as often as you can, even if it's just for like a 5 or a 10-minute walk every day. For me, I live in a place where it's kind of mild, but we do get a lot of snow, but our lake does not freeze. We are mild enough that the lake doesn't freeze. So what I like to do in the wintertime is actually cold plunge. And trust me when I say I'm a fair weather friend, I don't really like the cold. In the wintertime, I usually wear multiple layers. I love the summer. I love to be outside in the sun. I like to get a suntan. I like to be hot, 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 hot. I like to go to warm places in the winter. Trust me when I say that. But I still like to get into that cold water because it is so good for the soul. It's so good for the central nervous system. And the Healing with Nature card could also indicate that maybe, just maybe, cold plunging is for you as well. Let's see what is most aligned for Aquarius in the month of March. What is the primary energy, the primary theme, the primary message for Aquarius in March? You're getting automatic negative thoughts, okay? So automatic negative thoughts doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to have a dark and a gloomy March, but what it does mean is that you are learning to take control of the thoughts that you choose to give your energy and effort to. Remember, where focus goes, energy flows. So just because this is showing up for you doesn't mean that that has to be your destiny. You don't have to get into that negative mind space. You don't have to have a blue, a dark, a gloomy March, but you're learning to take charge of the thoughts that you choose to give life to. Once again, where focus goes, energy flows. Are you going to choose to give life to the automatic negative thoughts? Maybe you have self-doubt. Maybe you have imposter syndrome. Maybe you have limiting beliefs or scarcity. You could be even tuning into the collective. There's a lot of collective anxiety. And if you are an empath, maybe you're tuning into the collective energies that are out there right now. But you get to choose what thoughts you give life to. You get to choose what seeds you water. And you can choose not to water the seeds that are causing you to feel bad about yourself. Our thoughts have such a huge effect on how we feel. So when it comes to having automatic negative thoughts, it's about, trying to change those thoughts so that you don't end up feeling like crap. Like if you're constantly thinking to yourself, like, oh my gosh, I'm a failure. I always suck at this. I never do it right, blah, 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 blah. Then you're going to feel pretty damn terrible. But if you notice that you're having those negative thoughts and you choose to do some sort of pattern interrupt, like for me, I like to stop what I'm doing and go outside when I'm feeling like that. And you did get Healing with Nature in February. So maybe that's the antidote for you as well. But I like to do some sort of pattern interrupt when I notice that I'm having a lot of negative thoughts. For the month of April, the primary energy that's coming through for the Aquarius collective. All right, April, we've got surrender, release and surrender all control and let nature take its course. This card came in as reversed as well. So once again, pay extra attention here, okay? Surrender is not an easy thing. I have been dealing with this one for quite a long time. I'm trying to sell my house. It's been for sale for a year and a half, and I'm constantly trying to control the outcome. And my guides keep telling me, surrender, Jenny, surrender, just let go of all control. And then you're going to come into flow and what's meant to be will be. And I know that's so much easier said than done, but learn from my mistakes. I've struggled to release control. I've struggled to surrender to the outcome. And because of it, I have actually blocked my manifestation because I'm trying to control the outcome. It's like, okay, I want to move on this day. So I want my house to sell on this day. I can't control it. We can manifest, and some of us are very powerful manifestors, but manifestation and trying to control the outcome are two very different things. This card is calling for you to release and surrender all control. Let nature take its course. What is meant for you will not pass you, okay? What is meant for you will not pass you. If it is meant to be, then it will be, whether you are trying to control the outcome or whether you are letting nature take its course. What is meant for you will be. And then for the month of May, the primary energy, the primary message, the primary theme for the Aquarius collective. For the month of May, we've got Seeker of Truth. So you are noticing that there is a hidden truth in all of your circumstances. I'm getting what is happening in your life is happening to you, or that may be the story that you've subscribed to, but it's actually happening for you. So you're starting to see that there is actually a gift in some of your challenges, that there are actually lessons that you're meant to be learning from some of your challenges. The Seeker of Truth card says you can feel the hidden truth behind your circumstances. So again, that these challenges, these lessons, this growth, it's happening for you. It's not happening to you. And you're starting to really understand that shift of perception is really going to help you. And you had automatic negative thoughts a couple months earlier, and surrender. It really does feel like there's a big shift of perception that's going to happen in 2025 for you, Aquarius. And that shift of perception is really going to make you feel better. It's also going to help you align more fully with your highest path and your highest purpose. For the month of June, for the Aquarius collective, what have we got here? For the month of June, we've got spiritual gifts. You're in the process of developing and fine-tuning your own spiritual gifts. A lot of us are aware of our clair skills. You know, we've got our clairvoyance where we can see spirit. We've got our clairaudience where we can hear spirit. A lot of us have the gift of automatic writing where we're channeling when we're writing. You are in the process of developing and fine-tuning your own spiritual gifts. And I want you to remember that your intuition and your intuitive gifts, they're like a muscle. So the more you use them, the stronger they get. You can develop them, you can strengthen them, you can make them more clear. And then just like any other muscle as well, if you don't use them, then you do lose them. Like muscle atrophies. Think of older people, like the elderly, how their muscles are so small and they get frail and they get weak. That's because they're not utilizing their muscles. They're not using them. When they don't use them, they lose them. And that's the same with our intuitive gifts. So this is a reminder to really tap into your intuitive gifts, and you will go through a period in June where you are developing and fine-tuning those spiritual gifts. For the month of July, the Aquarius collective, we're getting dark night of the soul. So in July, there's an opportunity for you to go within. There's an opportunity for you to sit with your shadow. Remember that we have to bring things to light in order to release them. We have to feel our emotions. We have to feel our feelings in order to release them. The dark night of the soul can be a little bit of a lonely time period. Maybe you're outgrowing people and you're releasing them. But this also tells us that you're in the midst of a spiritual awakening. And when we're in the midst of a spiritual awakening, that tells us that we're getting more into alignment with our highest path, our highest destiny, our highest truth, our highest self. And then for the month of August, for the Aquarius collective, I'm getting soulmates. So there is a relationship that is meant to be. Maybe you're reconsidering a current relationship come August. This is your confirmation, your validation that that relationship is in alignment for you. Or maybe this is a brand new person who enters into your life. If somebody new comes into your life in the month of August and you're feeling like, oh, this feels like faded, this is your confirmation, your validation. This is faded. This is the relationship that is meant to come into your life in the month of August. And then for the month of September, this is my birth month. Let's see what's coming up for you. Aquarius, in the month of September, you're getting natural born leader. Now you had entrepreneur in January as well. So you're really being called to step into your role, into your purpose. This is the message that Spirit's giving me right now. You're being called to step into your purpose. The natural born leader card says you were born to lead others. It's part of your path. Again, I heard the word purpose, purpose, purpose. For the month of November of 2024, for the Aquarius collective, I'm getting for you nourishment. So November, as the days start to get shorter, the nights start to get longer. This is a beautiful opportunity for you to go within, to nourish your mind, to nourish your body, to nourish your soul. You're being asked to take time out for self-care in November, okay? Self-care, make that a priority in the month of November. And then finally, for the month of December, for the Aquarius collective, the primary energy, the primary message, the primary theme for you, we're looking at environment. So December is going to be an opportunity for you to really purge, okay? It's important to remember that our external environment has a direct reflection on our inner world. So if the external environment of your home, for example, is chaotic, that is going to represent chaos on the inside. Remember that every single item carries with it energy, okay? So if you have items in your home, for example, if you have items in your, did I miss a month? Did I miss a month? This is strange. I may have missed a month. If I missed a month for you, I'm going to have to go back and figure out where and how. Aquarius, you got to let me know in the comments, okay? Did I miss a month for you? Because it looks to me like I'm missing a card here. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Interesting. Maybe I put it back in the deck. I'm not sure. You'll have to let me know down below in the comments, okay? If I did, I apologize. And if you let me know down below in the comments, I will comment back with another card for you, okay? I promise I will do that. But what you're getting for December is the environment card. So the environment card comes up when it's a good time for you to purge, to declutter, to clean house. And again, every item in your home has energy. So let's say, for example, you have a gift from someone who doesn't really like you. They give you a gift out of obligation, maybe, or maybe they gave you a gift when you were close, but you're no longer close today. Well, that item has energy on it. Maybe that energy is, I don't like you. And that energy, that dark, dense hucha, that heavy energy, it's leaking out of that item. And we have so many items in our home. We have so many items in our homes. Every single item in our home has energy. So this environment card is calling for you to clean house in December, purge, get that energy out of your house so you can end 2025 with nice clean energy before you start 2026. All right, Aquarius, please let me know down below in the comments if any of this is resonating with you. I would really appreciate it if you like this video, if you shared it with another Aquarius that you know in your life. If you leave me some comments again below, letting me know if you resonate. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel, please do consider subscribing. And if you're joining me for the extended reading, I'll see you in just a little bit. If you're not, the details to join down below in the description box will show you exactly how to receive your access to the extended reading. And I'll see you over there.